figure out the order for it and you never want to get in. What's your budget and stuff? Next week is Monday.
Sometimes when I sit back and really let it register, I did everything I said I would and said it first.
6:17. Gotta get dressed, serve some snow. But I guess, in the meantime, I can play a good song. And you guys can say hi to my cat. His name's Salem, by the way.
Big Smoke.
What's your name?
SK level.
Let's get dressed.
Like a bullet from a gun, it burns. When you realize she was never your girl, it was just your turn. You gotta face your demons, don't matter how much money you earn. Your nigga said 4L, but the shit got real and he weren't concerned. The same old story, the world spins round and round, fam. Lessons have to get learned. Truth has to be told. I don't bend, I don't fold.
8 o'clock while I shovel this person's backyard. Third client. I wanted to talk a little bit about cash flow and equity and how important it is in business to understand that if you want to start something big, if you want to shoot for something, you need cash flow. You can't just start with no money. You need cash flow, especially if you want to make an equity play. And that's why one of my main reasons why I like the property service business so much is because even when I moved to the States, after one business failed, guess what I did? I started a property service company. Almost every time I've needed cash flow, I've just started a property service company. And it's so simple, man. Anyone can do it. Literally anybody. You could start today and make $1,000 next week. My first month starting this in Toronto, first month's actually running, we did around 15K in revenue. Just to give you guys some ballpark numbers. But that's not important. Not only that, from a property service company, you gain so many basic insights on business. Like so many necessary things that you just don't learn. Okay, it's 1:30 p.m. We time traveled because after the gym, I took her to breakfast. And now I'm at her house. This is my room, I swear. It's same day service snow, so 1:17 a.m. Me and Matt are absolutely cooking up. This is Matt, childhood friend. Just spend less, make more.
Yeah. Side of populations, but by positioning your business in a way that
Fucking ClickFunnels.
I know,
but we have the outline for what we know we want to build as a product. But now I know it's important that I think our product should just be automating their back-end systems. Mm-hmm. So we're not a marketing company. We're not going to be out there being like, we're going to generate you an email list. No. If you have an email list, we can automate emails for you. Mm-hmm. You have an SMS list, we can do that for you. We are not going to build you an SMS list. We are not going to market your brand. We are going to make sure that every component you have in your company is operationalized and AI automated, so it's as efficient as possible.
So it's 2:50 p.m. Yep. Didn't record much. Didn't do much. But I guess now's the time, right? Let's get the day started and put a fucking shirt on. You know how I usually start the days.
I've found a few that I think you might.
What the fuck are you watching? Rock climbing. PewDiePie takes me bouldering in Tokyo.
We found out what we're actually doing.
Okay, key priority right now is building a product, 100%.
so that when we get to that stage of implementation, we already know how to consult and audit these type of companies. Then by doing this in the consulting stage, we'll figure out what these companies need, and then that will help us build our product. And the thing is once we learn service-based businesses and we sell like a few low-ticket / high-ticket sales for companies, we can just take those templates and then look at another niche and then just dive into that and then just alter those templates slightly.
Okay, so it's 8:43. I didn't record like at all during the day today, just because I hung out with my girlfriend from like 12 to 5 p.m. But my friend Lewis just invited us to go to his place to just work. So I think we're gonna do that. We're at Lewis's. I just made beef for me and him. This guy's in shambles. He's sick. He's got a real fire.
Wait, like you were even thinking about having people over, but you're like this.
I know, right, bro?
I don't know.
Oh shit. Good sex. Johnstown?
Yo, Jeff, have you ate?
Because I was like, no, I was just like,
It's a nice shirt, bro.
This shirt. What's your Wi-Fi? Massage?
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Oh, it just cracked the shit out of my fucking feet.
Yeah. Lurk around. Guess what I paid for? I'm gonna try fruit.
So it's about 4:51 p.m. And I don't know if I've explained it before or not, but I started investing in my people because I just realized how important it was. Like, I wanted a certain group of people around me to help inspire me and make me push harder. And I feel like just the people around you really make who you are. So I realized I was like, okay, my friends aren't quite what I would like around me, but they do have the potential. So I realized if I invest in them and I put my time and energy into them, they have the ability to grow into the people that I want around me. So that's what I started doing. And I started weekly meetings that we do every Sunday or Monday. And everyone gets up, presents a slideshow. So today we have a meeting at 6, so it's about an hour. I am building my slideshow. I'll show you guys it really quickly. I've pretty much done what everyone else is going to do as well, but because I'm leading this, I need to also put a lot more effort into it. So I'm going to work on the slideshow now and then have it ready for when everyone comes over. So it's just a smooth process and I can make sure that we're on track and everybody knows what direction we're going. Set you guys up. The cute little POV. Beginning of every work session, you guys know what I do. I pick a song and then I get to work.
9 months to carry me until the world is ours. Unapologetic, won't subscribe to protocols. I aspire to be right, so heaven tell me what is right. Black Empress.
I just posted on my story that I'm looking for a developer. Let me show you. And
You gonna say hello? There you go.
This is not my take-home profit. It's not.
When's the last time you guys seen this guy? Hello? Alright, it's pretty much the end of the week. I haven't done much talking this week. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of burnout or such. It was just one of those weeks where I realized how much I had to do, and because I have so many projects I want to focus on, I have 5 main projects. One called Project Risk. It's a brand that helps people take risks and inspire them to take risks, because I believe it's a necessity. 2, my property service company that I actively run that generates cash flow for everything else I'm trying to do. My personal brand, obviously, as you guys can see, these YouTube videos and such. 4, It's my first consulting client. I'm working with a fitness influencer called France Fit. He's around 170,000 or 160,000 YouTube subscribers, and he's wanted to start. So I'm helping him do that by managing the entire back end and making sure that from product to customer, the systems are flawless, and even sourcing the products is flawless, and we maintain a great relationship with our manufacturers and just trying to make this as profitable as possible with the correct systems. That's my role in that company. And then 5 is Summit. It's one of my newer projects that I'm really passionate about. Actually, it's an AI automation agency, basically going into companies and automating their processes, like back-end systems. An example for a property service company would be going in and automating their booking systems. So if somebody sends an email with their information, they'll immediately be booked in for a sales call, or if they actually are booked through the website, the process do that without a quoting process and such, they'll immediately get put into the calendar. Or something as simple as lead captures. So anytime a lead comes in, there's a centralized location where all those lead information are flowing to. It's an automated process. There's just so many back-end systems at companies where their labor is so intensive for some of the tasks, and if you can automate those processes, it makes a huge difference. I mean, even for my property service company, like some of the processes where I would take a call or someone else would take a call, and we have their information, and then somebody has to take that information from OneNotes and then implement that into our calendar and then book them for a call and then call them, book them for a date. It's just like so many processes that could be absolutely streamlined if they were automated, and that would save so many costs and time. Like if you have to pay somebody to capture leads for you and then input that information in centralized locations, that's just a waste of money. It's a waste of time, especially now that AI can do this. Circling back to what I was saying before, having all of these projects requires so much time and energy out of me. And since I'm not making enough money to be able to delegate so much to other people, and these companies aren't established yet, most of them are ideas, not having the funds to delegate so many priorities causes me to literally sit in front of my computer for hours and just work, literally just work. So, I mean, that this week might look boring, but, that's the reality. Like, I don't think every week is going to be glamorous or every week's going to have something cool happen. There's going to be some weeks where it's just me sitting in front of my laptop, and that's the reality. People don't explain this enough. You're giving up that 9-to-5 life for, yes, a life of freedom, but that life isn't just freedom. Yes, it's living true to yourself, which in my opinion is freedom. But the reality is that you're putting in so many hours into your passion and whatever that is, your business, your pursuits, it takes up so much more energy and time than a 9-to-5 ever would. And that's why a lot of people don't pursue stuff like this. It's hard, and it's not easy. And a lot of people don't realize that. And it's not just hard physically, it's hard mentally. Because usually when you're pursuing stuff like this, almost everyone around you disagrees with what you're doing. 100% of the time, usually. And luckily I'm blessed that my family supports everything I do. And I'm at the entrepreneurial state where I can provide for the people I love. And that gives me enough social proof to prove what I'm doing, But a lot of people won't be at my stage, especially when you're just starting. It's not going to be like that. And I'm not saying that I don't still get that. I do. I mean, everyone I interact with, I tell them I'm a high school dropout. They always give me a weird look. Like, you didn't finish high school? It's fucking weird. Like, what are you doing with your life? That's something you all have to go through if you want to pursue something like this. It's that criticism and realizing how much effort it takes to really pursue your dreams. So anybody that might get inspired from seeing my content or somebody else's and they're currently pursuing your dreams, if you've already taken that first step, you should pat yourself on the shoulder. You should be proud of yourself. If you've already taken that initial risk of either quitting your job or fully dedicating yourself to pursuit or dropping out of school, it's commendable, because that's scary. It's terrifying. And I can say from experience, And all I can do is wish you luck and tell you to work fucking hard, because your journey will be hard. That's the reality. And you better buckle the fuck up, because it's not going to be fun. Most of the time, it's just going to go downhill. And sometimes it'll work, and there's always going to be a chance if it doesn't fucking work. And you have to be willing to accept that chance. You have to be willing to take that risk if you really want your life to turn out the way you want it. So I never, ever, ever, push people down for following a traditional path. I think people are destined for completely different paths, and if a 9-to-5 or a student career you want to do is for you, then do it. I don't think any human should have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think every human has the creative ability to do anything they want in their life, but some people are built for it, and I wasn't one of those people. And if you're not, you got to prep for it. So that's all I have to say. I'll talk more tonight. I don't know, we'll see.